Hey, welcome back to Offend You. I got a story that really just reaffirms the bias in my mind that I have. But don't get me wrong. My view on police is split because one, there's too many police that abuse their power, and two, if you find an honest, common sense cop, then he'll follow the moral laws. What do I mean by moral laws? Shit you know you're not supposed to do, regardless of what the law says. Um, Visit High Impact Flicks. Brian does a better job of explaining that than I can. Alright. Court documents say Lincoln sheriff sexually abused girl for 9 years. Court documents posted online this week shine some more light on the case of the former Lincoln County sheriff accused of rape and sexually abusing a child. Ren Rodriguez, 40, resigned from his role as sheriff on April 8th, the same day he was arraigned in Blaine County on 1 count of sexual abuse of a minor, 4 counts of lewd conduct with a child under 16, and 2 counts of rape. He was taken into custody the previous Friday. Now, this was on April 11th. I've waited to do this story because even after I read this, we don't have all the facts, and it's just so. According to the redacted indictment, Rodriguez is accused of sexually abusing an underage girl between 2005 and 2014, starting when the child was 9 years old. The multiple counts appear to be 4 different incidents with the same girl. The alleged acts took place in Blaine, Lincoln, Jerome, and Twin Falls County. The 2 counts of rape stem from allegations that Rodriguez had sex with the girl twice when she was 17 years old. He is charged under a statute that applies when the victim was 16 or 17 years old and the perpetrator is more than 3 years older. Rodriguez is scheduled to be arraigned in District Court Monday. Lincoln County Commissioners have not yet appointed a new sheriff. They will make their selection from 3 candidates provided them by the Republic General Committee. In the meantime, the position has been vacated, and Undersheriff Steve Phillips is serving as interim sheriff. Rodriguez first went on leave February 4th. His first 30 days of leave were paid. After that, commissioners granted him unpaid leave. He began his term as sheriff in 2017. Before his election, he was a Shoshone police sergeant and worked for the sheriff's department in Blaine and Lincoln counties. If this is true, let's see what Andre Leonard said. Rodriguez is accused of sexually abusing an underage girl between 2005 and 2014, starting when the child was 9 years old. End quote. That's just so wrong. Let's hope there is no plea agreement, and that if convicted, he serves the maximum sentence the court can impose. I agree. I have to be careful with what I say. I'm not calling for any kind of violence or anything, but when I'm speechless. I'm fucking speechless. Alright. So I waited, now we got this other article. And there's been an update as far as the Lincoln County Sheriff. He's out. He's not in jail anymore. He's out. They lowered his bail because he was an officer. They lowered his bail saying, "Oh, it's okay. You have a badge. Here you go." You just raped somebody. The recently resigned sheriff of Lincoln County fully disputes allegations that he sexually abused the underage girl for nearly a decade, his attorney said in a court hearing April 15th. Alright, so he's saying none of this happened. Now, he is innocent until proven guilty. I hope that this story isn't true. But if it is, fuck him. If it's not, then, I feel bad for him. Because, right now in this country, we have weaponized our language. And the only way that we're going to see through these filters of lies is if we just shed the light of truth on it. It's probably really cliche and sounds stupid, but I mean every word of it. Rin Rodriguez attends to challenge the 7 charges against him: 1 count of sexual abuse of a minor, 4 counts of lewd conduct with a child under 16, and 2 counts of rape. Public defender Sherry Hicks told the judge at a district court arraignment in Blaine County. The former sheriff resigned his role on April 8, 3 days after his arrest. A redacted grand jury indictment accused him of sexually abusing an underage girl between 2005 and 2014, starting when she was 9. Rodriguez did not enter a plea of guilty or not guilty at the hearing on Monday, as Hicks was assigned to be his attorney that same day and did not have sufficient time to review his case. Private attorney Michael Wood of Twin Falls represented Rodriguez at his initial court appearance last week, but Rodriguez has since requested a public defender after determining that he could not afford to retain a private attorney, the former sheriff told the court. Couldn't afford, or could he not look at you? God, if this guy's innocent, his life's destroyed now. It don't matter. If he's guilty, though, But while no formal plea was entered on Monday, Hicks made it clear that Rodriguez intends to challenge the charges against him. The defense requested at an arraignment that Judge Ned Williamson lower Rodriguez's $500,000 bond, which Hicks described as completely unreasonable. Fuck you, not unreasonable. Not if you have somebody wearing a badge that's raping somebody. No, you raise the bond. Hold officers to a higher standard. Because any normal citizen, this judge wouldn't grant you leniency like that. Well, he agreed to make the bond $100,000, noting that Rodriguez had been aware of the law enforcement investigation since January, and he did not try to flee the community during that time. Oh shit, I didn't know that. These are very serious charges, Williams said, in explanation of why he would not lower the bond below $100,000. You shouldn't have lowered it in the fucking first place. That just shows favoritism towards law enforcement. There is a class of people that get special treatment as long as they have a badge. Now, please don't mistake me. I have respect for officers. I do. I have family members that are officers. As long as they follow the law and they're morally have a moral tool belt and are just plain nice, it's hard to find even officers that are just nice. But so don't get me wrong, I have mixed feelings about officers, but we're not going to get into that. But I have respect for the good ones, if there are any. As part of the terms of his original bond, Rodriguez was not allowed to have any contact with minor children. The defense court asked Monday to make an exception for Rodriguez's own children, but the judge did not grant the request. Good. Yeah. Keep the kids away. Williamson also attached an additional condition to the lowered bond amount on Monday. Rodriguez may not carry any weapons. Good. The conditions was added to reduce any risk of bond if it is revoked, and law enforcement needs to take Rodriguez into custody again. Rodriguez will appear in court again 2 weeks from Monday to enter a plea. And I'm going to assume he's going to enter a plea of not guilty. No comments allowed. Man, people don't talk on MagicValley.com. Maybe that's the problem. Nobody's fucking engaged in shit. Alright, so I don't know if this man is innocent or guilty. Right now, we gotta presume he's innocent. He says it didn't happen. For all we know, it could be a girl that was attracted to him or had a crush on him, and he said no, and so she's like, oh, well, he raped me, to get back at him. That happens, Or it's true, and this guy's a piece of shit. I don't know. But I guess we're gonna find out.